It also offered the opportunity for the first time for small businesses to join together for economy of scale in what's called associated health plans. So that, like the former Big Three, small businesses could, if they desire to provide healthcare coverage or a portion of healthcare coverage for those employees, join together so they could have reduced rates with a larger pool. Makes all good sense to me. And I think it shows in the way the Big Three have been able to band together and produce healthcare coverage for their employees. My bill also would have allowed the purchase of healthcare across state lines to expand competition and, in fact, to allow you to find better healthcare coverage, for instance, for your senior issues or for your junior issues, whatever it might be, but the chance for greater competition would be there. It also had tort reform in it to deal with frivolous lawsuits and the additional cost that you and I bear. Not unlike what we did in Michigan back in the 90s, and we're living under right now with tort reform that's been in place, and we have not seen, as a result of that, people with the inability to go to the courts to be addressed for crucial issues and legitimate issues. We would have allowed under this proposal also a refundable tax credit for every individual or every household that purchased health care coverage, so that every individual under my plan, it's been expanded under the House plan this term, but under my plan, it would offer $3,500 per individual of refundable tax credit when you showed a voucher that you're purchasing health care coverage. No disincentive to not purchase health care, at least a comprehensive plan. $7,000 per household, when at that time average was $10,000 per household for full coverage of health care. That's an opportunity then that gives individuals and households purchasing power and the authority to use their own resources and the government to say, attaboy, attagirl, you have done right. And here's your refundable tax credit to pay for the coverage. Now those are fairly simple proposals, but the proposals that offer no tax increases, that didn't take away more senior funding and senior issues in Medicare, that didn't put additional burdens on employment in this state or any other state, and said, we are going to encourage people to be responsible when in fact they have no longer a need or a reason, like my youngest son for a while, to say, I'm invincible, I'd rather have a better sound system in my car than health care coverage. I'm a young guy, I don't need that. And maybe some others of us in the room did that at a point in time. This would even take away that incentive. So that's the proposal. That's my position on it. That's my alternative to what was done, I believe, over the backs of the majority of citizens of this country, Republican, Democrat, Independent, alike. And I think as long as America is America, and we stand for liberties for each and every one of us, and the opportunities through redressing our government and speaking as citizens and not as people who are under the guardianship of large government, we will always have the opportunity to change, reshape, and make it work. And having said that, we're going to just enter into a time when you can speak your case. We're going to keep it because of the large crowd that's here. Thank you for taking the first day. It didn't look like Noah was building an ark in this part of Michigan and coming out tonight. And take 2 minutes, state your name, and ask if you'd be willing to say where you're from. There's no requirement that you even be from this district to be here. This is an open meeting, unscreened. And then speak your issue, and then let somebody else. And I would ask that we would do that orderly, and on each side of the room, we can make a line if it starts to grow. And I would ask you to come up, and I'll hand you the mic, and do your 2 minutes, and then give it to the next person.